So maybe a lot of the health problems that come out that farmers blame, well, scientists blame on diet from some deer eating all corn. You also probably have to factor in that these deer are inbreeding too. So there's diet and narrow family structures. Alright, I've never really added chia seeds to milk, but I'll see how that works out. I think I gotta give it plenty of time to soak up. At least it's sort of a dry heat out here. I think I'm gonna need a wooden mortar and pestle because this thing is painful when it's in the sun. I have to use tissue to handle my mortar and pestle after it's sat in the sun, and it's only 1 p.m. Walking over the graves of this graveyard got me thinking. My great-grandpa used to walk on somebody's grave. He should have mentioned the guy's name. Maybe if I ever can get back to Shell Lake, I could walk on that guy's grave for him too. Apparently my great-grandpa got ripped off with the wooden boat industry. They lost a lot of money, and my grandpa blamed that guy he invested with. But I mean, wooden boats were falling, they were losing money anyway, because the aluminum industry was picking up. If they had a buffalo skin boat type of workshop, that would have run out of money a lot sooner than a wooden boat shop. I really don't like how my breathing feels. It's just so strange. Like, I woke up struggling to breathe just a little bit, but it woke me up nonetheless. My heart was racing. It was hard to breathe. It's hard to figure this thing out. It's probably diet, oxygenation levels, but it's a terrible feeling. I walked 2 miles or so from the library, and I'm thinking I should be going straight to the river, and I'll be crossing underneath this bridge for a train track next to the Conoco. Should I cross? Should I not cross? Sometimes it doesn't matter. Oh, I don't know. This is broken. Somebody smacked it, but maybe not, because I see 2 more broken pieces right here. So deal with that. They just break on their own. Alright. Good intersection. It still remains a sidewalk, so I could stay on it. Left or right, I can't tell which is the best without checking map. Map check. Alright, I get the impression this way is not a dead end. They don't have a sign. Wrestling Club, Mat Cats. Okay, it may not be a dead end, but it's gonna loop right back to the road that I just came from, it looks like. That's too bad. Imagine somebody just walking through neighborhoods shooting squirrels. That would be ended quickly. Edison will take me to the river. Straight to the river. Tri-City Court Club physical therapy. So as soon as you work out, make an appointment at the physical therapy and correct your bad workout program. The injuries that you may receive. Pulling a muscle, working the abs too much. Declining a considerable amount going towards the river. Richland ahead, Pasco to the right. Is this some kind of a highway? It should take me to the trail. Yeah, it says Columbia Park up there. So there's bathrooms, there's a park you can park at on the river. Reach Museum, 1.3 miles away. That's a curiosity. They got some kind of a paddle thing on display. I think I'd like to get a closer look at that. Restored paddle wheel from a steamboat that plied these waters at the turn of the century, not at the sudden stop of a century. And it is restored. They painted over the old wood, old bolts, old metal gear, old wear at the turbine. Never heard of the New Zealand mud snail before. This does not look too flooded to me. I get the impression that the flooding affects further down west because of the dams. There's 2 dams west of here and 2 dams between here and the Doles west of here. So those 2 dams might have contributed to the overflooding, whereas this is not so bad. Or maybe it is flooded. I see this grass is overflowed. And the water seems to be going backwards too. I think maybe I'm turned around. It does twist and turn a lot. Why would they put this sign over here? It's a little obscure. Alright, so you got the Reach Museum up this way, off of the Columbia River. It's probably going to cost money just for that sign alone they have to charge. Alright, so they buried some kids here on the side of the road along the Columbia River. We're talking kids, right? 81, 91, 2000. Okay, they're in their 20s. Oh, and then it's the same person. They just have a translation between Mexican and English for some reason. Right, so from here, the trail doesn't follow along the river very nicely. I sometimes get looped back onto the road. That's no fun. There's a bridge off in the distance. I don't think I can pick that up. Oh, there it is. So there's still evidence of people having lived along the river throughout the 1900s. Might be an old board. Alright, so I was in Richland and I never really noticed Badger Mountain. But apparently, I think it's at the end of this river. That's towards Richland. Is that visible? It's just a very hazy area. So along the Columbia River from here, it looks like they got a stadium. So they do shows on the water next to the bridge, which is a nice backdrop site. It's a wide expanse, but the whole area is wide. It's not a particularly large stadium area. Only so many people are entertained by the water sports. Regional Veterans Memorial. Alright, further into the park. What is all of this? Looks like there's sections for a stadium or something. Is that readable? Something pits? I got several of these. They go out into the water. Columbia Park Trail, okay. Lots and lots of geese. They're gonna be happy to see me. Hey guys, mind if I get in between you? And then more of their equipment over here. Excuse me. And then more of their dock stuff, dock equipment for maybe a big event of some kind. See this bridge. I'm not sure if I take that to go further north. Alright, these big birds look like pelicans. Hanging out by the dock. Right, so I'm passing underneath this main bridge. And there's a trail here, but I want to continue along the coast and check out some docks, and there's a library. Actually, this isn't even a main bridge. It's like this, there's one over here too. I can't tell which is the bigger used bridge. You got this one. Or this one off in the distance. It's really two very different designs, and they both work. So, no business in this area. Looks like they had something. Ice Rafted Erratics. Never really heard of that before. You can go to their YouTube channel. Wow, I didn't see that before. Alright, so there's this lighthouse. So this is the slow part of the Columbia River right here. It's a lot of like sludge that has accumulated. Salmon habitat. Alright. And then they probably have, okay. Oh, this is the Sacagawea Heritage Trail. Sacagawea. Alright, Clover Island. They got houseboats. Those are very nice. And a lighthouse. Alright. All around here for the slower moving water. This is a wooden deck. Okay, this is the lighthouse. Check out these studs. This is the stop skateboarders. Too many of the skateboarders are causing scratches and dents. No explanation, really. I don't see any sign to talk about it.